Hello everybody and welcome back to ENDZONE. Day 21 is dawning. One thing I really like about this game is the atmosphere. So depending on the day, depending on the weather, it's looking different every time a bit. Especially with the lighting, it's looking so nice sometimes. Absolutely beautiful when you zoom in really close to see all these details. We have a few things to do right now. So water supply, as we can see, is rather low. We have another well installed for that. Another thing is that our food supplies are dwindling a bit. We have more food than is being depicted here at the moment because people also get resources to the houses there. Right, so they have their own inventory and thus have their own things in stock as well. What we have now is a pasture, so we can choose the type of animal. Unfortunately, we don't have a certain type yet because we need to start also capturing animals. So we're going to capture them, perhaps a cow. We have cows in its surrounding, buffaloes and hare. So these are the things that we have here, and then we can transport it to the pasture once we have that in store. And then we can also make some food out of it. As we can see, the orchard here is growing nicely too. So the trees are coming up and soon ready for harvest. And we also have our first harvest here as well happening. And I will still need more farmers though. So let's assign 2 more farmers there that we can boost our food supply. And another thing is I would like to soon now also expand down here to the south. Right, so there are 2 major buildings that I have planned. First of all, it's the market, but it's really big and expensive. And the other thing we need to do is caring for the health of our citizens. So a hospital, a medical facility is important as well. We've also finished the decontamination post. With this one here, we can then change the field of work and thus decontaminate the surroundings. For example, we can say decontaminate the city if there is any radiation. At the moment though, there is none, so that's a good thing. But of course, we need that then. It does require some water and some coal once we have this one activated. But this is helping then with the decontamination. Now let's just see the workshop. So tools we have, right? We have a lot of tools at the moment in store. We still have the problem with the clothing though. We don't have any clothes in store either, even though we have the recyclers working on that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have yet another recycler up here. He's going to be working on the clothing then as well. Since scrap, we have enough. We don't even need that many scrap collectors. I'm going to reduce it by 2. I'm going to reassign them then to the refiner up here and also 2 of them to the farmer that we continue there as well. Let's just check the hunter. Perhaps we have something in store now. Not at the moment. I would really like to capture my animals. And as we can see, we do need a lot of shelters there as well. Let's do this as well. So the housing, we can still have 2 more houses here in this area. I could also, having another house here. And then we will probably start focusing on this area. There we still have a bit of space. Though there's not a high level of attraction in this area. Right, here we're going to have then hospital and stuff like that. We could also have the shelter, which is housing way more people, but it's not looking good. So I'd rather stay with the normal cabin. And then we will have the market now. Where is it? There it is. Market costs quite a lot, but it's necessary. Let's have it here. I also prepared a little plaza there right in front of the school we can have. And around the market we can basically have done a lot of houses. So I'm going to build it like so, right? Yes, there's the market now coming up. Beautiful, big building. We continue then here with some roads. And all the way then in here as well. So there we have then more buildings around it. Here, no idea what we built yet. Perhaps some normal cabins. Perhaps some more community buildings like a pub. A cemetery we need as well, especially a cemetery soon. People are dying of old age too. And a forum. That might be something. So these are also the buildings that I will need. But let's focus on the market right now and capturing some animals. There we have it. The buffalo is ready now. And we can choose this now. We need of at least 2 types of this though, so they reproduce, right? So we still need to wait a bit, but another food source is coming in soon. Oh, this building is gone now too. Very good. It was huge. We still have this house ruin there, so this is being demolished at the moment. The other scrapyard has even more scrap in store still, but that's a good thing. That's a lot of space that we suddenly have. Again, for some cabins that I can squeeze in here. Oh, not like that. Very good. A few more of them. And it doesn't matter that we have a few green spots in between. I'm going to add some ornaments soon then as well, just to fill the void. That is necessary to make it look nice there too. Let's have, there's, I think, no, that's fine. Right, there's the road then. 3 more shelters, or 3 more houses coming up, perhaps even more. Here. Very good. We will also need to move the gatherer cabin and the hunting lodge at some point then as well. We have 2 now. Very good. We have the 2 buffaloes. We can choose this type of animal now. What I need still is I need to have now the herder. There we have 1. And now we have an animal shelter. Oh well, a pasture that is, not a shelter really. We're going to slaughter them after all. But we can use them to make more buffaloes out of it. We're losing another one. Certainly not to any danger at the moment, so I think it's because of old age. And work has started. I don't see any buffaloes yet. Perhaps they need to be brought here first. What I can see, however, is that there's already food being produced here now. And the buffaloes, by the way, they produce milk for us. And perhaps some meat as well, if they're old enough. Slaughter animals, there it is. Yes, we can slaughter animals if we have at least, I think 5 of them. Yep, then we can slaughter the remaining ones to make it productive. We have 5 more settlers. Let's assign 2 of them to the farmers. Let's assign 2 of them, or 1 more to the herder, so that we do this more quickly here. And also, refiner, we have teacher, we have logician, we have... I guess the market needs a workforce soon. And we could have another builder for now, and this one is a water carrier, since the water is also a bit too low there. We should have some reserves. The drought is coming in. Perhaps let's build also another well. Up here we can have 1. And perhaps... perhaps down here? Close to the buildings then. Might be something. But let's keep the water well for now. The water carrier. The 3 there. That is fine. I don't see any buffaloes yet. Where are they? Oh, we only have 1 in here at the moment. Where's the other one? It also consumes water. That was right. The pasture consumes water. There's the buffalo now, number 1. The second one needs to be brought over here. But this is costing water as well. I mean, it's logical, right? I'm absolutely not happy with the amount of food and water we have right now. This needs to be our priority right now. And protective clothing is totally out of control. We have no protective clothing whatsoever, and 23 settlers have none. Also a very bad thing. The reason though is that it's growing very quickly, and I think in ENDZONE it doesn't matter that much if people die. You know, you just reach a certain limit then. So above that you can't have more people until you can supply them. But if you're above that limit, you just lose them. I don't think there's any other bigger problem behind it. We need more water carriers. Let's add... So we have 10 now because we got a lot of adults in there. And rainwater collector. Yes, we can build that. We have the plastic for it. Having this one gives us some rainwater. Let's add 1 here. Let's add 1 here. That is important. And perhaps another well then still. Let's have a well here by the farms. There we can have 1. And up there we're building 1 already for more water. And I would also, for the food, like to have another fishing hut. We have 1 here already. I could have 1 up here with another 100% efficiency. And I'm going to add a 1 to this lake here. We have another lake there after all. And there we have now another fisherman as well. Because there can be a lot of adults soon, and we can use them right away then on these things. The market still needs a lot of time there. Clearing the area took a lot of time already. Now the resources are being brought here for the market. Even though, wait a second, you know what? Let's cancel the market for now. We have it outlined anyway. We know where it is, but we just have other problems at the moment, and that is the water and the food. Another water carrier. Let's fill those water tanks. There's a fisher. That means a bit more food. Let's add them right away. And also the rainwater collector has been built. I think now those rainwater collectors, they will need then the water tower here to store the water perhaps. Yeah, costing a lot of plastic as we can see. And a drought is happening. Yeah, we are growing way too quickly. Another 10 people need shelter. And there's a drought happening now. The next well is finished. Very good. Let's have a well keeper up here then right away. And this well also needs a well keeper now. Very good. 2 more wells are activated. And a lot of people carrying now water for this drought. But this drought will be a test. With the drought we have another problem. The fields cannot produce any food while there's a drought. We can avoid that by having an irrigation plant. This one. This one we can squeeze then right in here. And it consumes water. That is a problem though. So I can't have that right now. Even though, wait a second, I could. I just need the plastic for it. We have enough scrap. I'm going for another 2 recyclers. It's insane, but I need them. Alright. Drought happening now. No more water carriers. They will do some other stuff, like going for some fish. Fishing is not working either. Totally right there. Yeah, some foresters. Getting some more wood in. We need another technician there. Refiners, 2 more. Coming up there. The rest is building. Oh boy, the food. This one is still not really producing any food yet. The pasture. I might need for the food, perhaps another hunter. Up here. Do we have animals up here? We don't have any animals up here. We have animals up here though. So there we can have another... Oh! And the ruin is gone too. That's a good thing. Let's have another hunter here. Right. And a gatherer for this area. Right now there's a drought. So obviously no gathering for now. But it's coming then. And they don't cost that much resources anyway. Let's get the road over there. Oh, this is getting tough now. The food is almost gone. We just need to survive this day. Water at least looks fine with all these wells now. Water is really fine. People need to stop schooly pooping around here and making babies. We are way too many already. And yeah, the pasture is full at least, so we can also now start slaughtering animals. As we can see, there is some meat now coming in as well from that. And we have a sandstorm. This is a catastrophe upon a catastrophe. Redistributes radiation now as well. And this is how our town is looking right now. It's looking beautiful though, in all this catastrophe. A little sandstorm. And please let it rain now. Right, the first hungry settlers. Hunting cabin up and running. Let's have the next hunters up. And the next gatherer cabin is coming up as well now. Our people are getting hungry. I think we should focus on gathering more food. What do you think? Well, sounds like a good idea, right? We need 14 buildings in the food category right now. And then we get actually, yeah, some 700 food. The drought is over. I'm expecting rain now. I hope it's coming. And I've got 7 builders. One of them needs to finish the cabin. And 8 settlers available right now. Let's have another farmer there. Fisher. I can now go for the full fishing. The gatherer is there now as well. I still need one more though for the food. I think a farm might count towards it. Or we just have another pasture. And yes, let's have another one up here. The forester is working in this district then. So further up north. Reforesting as well. And now I can redistribute a lot of them to food production buildings. Let's have some additional gatherers and some additional fishers. Water is here again. And oh yeah, we have some radiated water now too. So we have contamination. How can I get rid of that? Well, with my water tower. Having that activated here, the filtration, we could have it then. It would consume the coal. We don't have that much. So we'll also need some additional people there on the charcoal burner once again. It's looking beautiful though. Look at that. We can see where the drought is still strong. And it's going away now with every rain that comes. And it should be a rainy day. Let's get another gatherer for the food. And where should we have that last one? We have a lot of water. That's good. As a herder. Yeah. So that we have 3 herders there. Maximizing the outcome of this pasture. Yes, the 2 recyclers here are working now too, and look at that. We have a lot of cloth right now, and also radiation protection we have in store for the first time as well in quite some time, because we have that much cloth now. Metal we have, plastic we have none at the moment, so I'm going to remodel one of them or reassign one of them to plastic. What we also don't have now is medication. And we can see that the average health of settlers is going down by a lot, so that is another thing that we need to focus on quickly. Let's go for the herbal hut. There it is. And yeah, let's have it also further outside. So here we can have one. And I'm playing safe here now. Let's have another one up here as well for those herbs there. So 2 of them coming up, that we have enough. And what we should also then have is a hospital for them. Right, a medical facility, costing us a bit of plastic then. So it's a good thing that we start with that. And I think this is more important than a market, having the hospital. And having the hospital here, I think is a good spot. First of all, it fits in very nicely. And on the other hand, it's a nice buffer between my normal build or my citizens and my industrial district. Plus, work accidents, by logic, happen here and here, right? So having the hospital in the center makes a lot of sense. Let's build it there. A huge building, and very important at that. Alrighty, this should push the health up again a bit. And we have 2 builders working on those things right now. So a lot of building projects. And for the first time, I actually don't have enough adults. We would need more. Having 20 farmers is a lot. Food is going up again a bit now. Glad to see that. Let's move the work area also a bit. And this gatherer cabin also a bit more to the south there. And this hunting lodge. Yeah, here. We got a lot of buffaloes close to the town there. Strange as that sounds. What is happening now? Yeah, poor health is increasing. We need herbs. Let's add more settlers to the builders. We really don't need any water carriers anymore. It's insane how much water we have. And low food reserves. What is happening with my quest here? I need one more food building. That is the pasture. So since we have that many builders, we should be able to build those things. We only need a bit of scrap there. There is the herbal hut. Very good. Let's add them right away to it. Herbalist. There it is. Yeah, more into this forest there. We have a nice forest there behind that mountain. I like that. And food is going up very good because the fields are now being harvested. There is someone dead lying around. We have a few dead people now. A cemetery might be a good thing too. Costs not really much. Where should we have that? Yeah, actually, I like the idea of having it rather here, closer to the mountain there and close to the forest. Beside the train wreck. Having our cemetery. Another building project. We have 6 builders now. It should also boost the confidence of my people again. And we need more cabins. Once again. Let's add another 2 here. And here. What is that? There we have a gatherer cabin. I will demolish this one though, once we have that pasture up and running, to get a bit more space out of this. There's the hospital, so I could also start with a few cabins here. Yep, let's have cabins here as well. There is a full block of houses. Fits in here nicely. We could have it here, right? Because we have the space. There is still some space for something. We could have a pub then down here. Yeah, it's a good spot. Let's have the road around it. To the fishermen right here. Lots of things that are being consumed now. We don't have any scraps anymore. I think I will need to increase my scrap collection there again. Scrap collectors. And, charcoal is also bad, so we will need another one there too. So I guess you always need something in this game really badly. Right, and, still no medication. Let's get another herbalist out there. So we have 3 of them now. We all knocked ourselves out just as you... very good. Pasture is finished, quest is finished, and we get the food there in addition. And we have another pasture now. We can choose the type of animal. Let's go for hares. Right, we have 2 hares already. Let's bring them over there. So we have one with the buffaloes and one with the hares. And yeah, since we have so much food. Well keeper, perhaps. No, let's take a few of these farmers away again there. I don't think we need that many farmers. 1 hunter, more technicians. We lost a few there. Herders, 2 more, and refiner, 1 more. Looks good. Right, and hares will be coming up here now. So we have those 2 things there. Very good. We still even don't have a research station, and I wanted to build that quite some time ago, but there's so many other pressing matters all the time. Stay tuned.